quick, kind of easy, non-fuss makeup tutorial for you, and it's this guy here, which is my kind of go-to festival makeup. It's definitely festival season now at the moment. I know Coachella was just on, and there'll be plenty more festivals coming up over the coming months. For me, makeup for festivals would want to be kind of pretty without it being too overdone and too fiddly. So I've only actually used like 2 brushes for this entire makeup, and I've doubled up on some of the products, so I'm using them for like more than one use. And I might do another makeup look though, like music festival inspired makeup look after this, but this will be my first one, is definitely my go-to one. This is one I've worn loads to different like day festivals and stuff like that. So I hope you like it, guys. Keep watching to see how I did it. I'm going to start off with well, first of all, the most important thing would be to get your sunblock on. So I've already moisturised my face, which has a sunblock or sun protection factor of 25 in it. So, you know, a minimum of like 25 to 30 would be good for your face when you're out in the sun all day. And don't forget your lips as well. They can burn very easily. So make sure you have a lip balm with sunblock on that. And then my next most important thing would definitely be a good under eye concealer, because sleep is not going to be first on the agenda at the music festival, and you're probably not going to be looking the freshest, you know, even by day 2 or 3. So I'm using the Wake Me Up concealer by Rimmel. This is an anti-fatigue one, so it's absolutely perfect. I'm going with the classic beige one here, so just something to give me a little bit of depth, or with a little bit of depth to cover my purple under eye circles. This has a slight kind of yellowy tone, so it's perfect to help counteract that. And I'm just going to dot that in place. I'm also going to put it over my lid and use this as a primer. So you want to get as much kind of uses, or let's try that again, you want to get as many uses out of your products as possible, so you don't have to bring as many bits with you. So then for your foundation, you want to use a product that'll do a few things for you. You don't want to be popping on like primer and foundation and concealer and powder, because it's just too much stuff to bring with you and it will take too much time. So I definitely recommend using, you know, like 2 or 3 in 1 products. First, I'm just going to take away any excess shine on my face. I'm actually going to be going with a powder foundation, a mineral one, and this one has a built-in sunblock. It gives decent coverage, and you know, it is a powder foundation, so I won't have to powder over it. But you want to make sure that there's no oil or sweat or anything like that on your face, because powder will just grab onto any of those wet areas and it won't blend right. And if you don't have oil absorbing papers, just use normal tissue. They work just as fine. Another option now, in case you did have a drier skin type and you wanted something a little bit more moisturising, something like this from La Roche-Posay. It's their Anthelios XL 50 plus. It's like a foundation. It's a, what do they call it? Cream compact. This is the guy here. So basically it would be your like foundation and concealer and sunblock in one. That would be really handy. It does come with a wee sponge underneath. I'm actually going to be using my Vichy Air Taunt Mineral Foundation. Now this one is continued, but I love the MAC one as well, and the Bare Minerals. I like Bare Minerals. I just don't have any of them. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. mineral powder brush and pick up some of the product, just tap off any excess and just start working it into the skin. So for me at a festival, I want my skin to look decent without it being overdone. You don't want it to look like you've loads of makeup on. You definitely won't care by the end of the evening anyhow. And this kind of makeup is so easy to apply, as long as you get something that's fairly close in colour match to your own skin tone. You won't have to spend all day blending. Keep buffing it into the skin. So now I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer. This is the Rimmel Sun Shimmer Bronzing Powder in Light. It's a matte one, and I'm going to use just the same brush. Just apply that around the side of my face. So kind of like a little bit of a contour bronzer contour. And up along my forehead. Just anywhere where I kind of want to contour a little bit. This is a really lovely light powder, so I don't really have to worry too much about over blending because it's not too strong. And then just because I have to do it, I'm going to apply a little bit just on the tip of my nose. Again, it's lovely and subtle though because it's so light. So like I was on about multi-use products earlier on, I'm going to use this as my eye contour. So just with a blending brush, pop it over the crease. And then a tip I love, well I love this anyhow, but I always have dark circles I suppose, but if you do have dark circles that you're not used to, putting a little bit of a light matte eyeshadow underneath the eye can kind of distract from it almost, because people will just think that it's makeup. But I love the look of light, you know, like a light eyeshadow under the eye anyhow. There's something very kind of cool or grungy about it. Then I'm just going to get some more of the mineral makeup I put on my face a while ago and pop that just on the lid. I'm using the same brush again, so remember minimal products, and apply that to my cheeks. And I'm going to work this right up into the temple. And if you do feel like you ever go through too strong with blush, which can happen easily, just go over with a clean brush or else with a little bit of your face powder, and that'll help bring it down. Then I'm going to do my brows. So again, you want a multi-use product, and I'm going to use this guy here, which has a spoolie on one side to brush my eyebrows in place. And then it has the pencil on the other side, and it's from Catrice. It's just the Catrice brow pencil. And just again brush it in place without it being too overly perfect. I don't think anyone particularly wants to look caked at a music festival. And like if you really are there for the music, like you know, really getting into the music and enjoying the bands, you're going to be sweating like a pig anyhow by the end of the evening, and chances are your makeup will move a little bit, and the less makeup there is to move, the less damage you'll suffer. Then I'm going to do my lips, I think, before I do my eyes. So, because I know I want this to be like a lip look, I'm going to be doing bright pink lips. Now I'm definitely going to use a lip liner. It might feel like it'll take an extra minute or two, but it'll be better off for you later on in the day, just because there's less chance of it coming off and moving and transferring. So this is an Essence lip liner in number 12, Wish Me a Rose. It's just this lovely pink colour. And then I'm going to apply, I think I'm actually going to stick with Essence yet again. I've been having a little bit of a love affair with Essence because they have some great bits out at the moment for the price. This is one of their lipsticks. It's number 8, Colour Crush, and it's this gorgeous bright pink. It's a slightly less coral version of like Impassioned by MAC. Impassioned by MAC. Then for eyeliner, I'm going to use my Physicians Formula eyeliner pen. I know I've been using this a lot lately, but it would be the handiest for this look. So I'm just going to, I need a mirror for this. I'm going to line just the outer half of my eye because it'll be so much quicker than trying to do the whole thing. So pretty much from where it peaks in the centre. And then I just pull it out. This kind of gives a lovely shape to the eye as well. Just a little flick. It's always safer to do a little flick first, because when you get onto the other eye and if you make a mistake, it gives you a little bit of room to go a little bit bigger if you need to correct and to even them out. And then for mascara, I'm actually going to use this sample I have. I have about 3 or 4 of these left, and it's the Blink mascara. These are tubular mascaras, so that means that they're pretty much water resistant and they won't flake off or anything like that throughout the day, which is dead handy if you don't want to have to worry about it. And it's kind of like the MAC, what's it called? Their wee blue one. The one in the blue pack, or the blue packaging, I'm not sure what it's called, but that's a tubular one as well. I'm just going to apply this. So basically what that means is that normal eye makeup remover doesn't take it off. You need to use warm water, but at least cold water won't take it off. So, you know, if you do get a wee bit wet or if it starts to rain, you're fine. It's only really if you were in the shower or something that it would come off. So you'd need to get a wee cotton pad and hold it, kind of dampen it with warm water, and then hold it against your lashes for a few seconds, and then the tubular mascara will just come off then. But for the rest of the time, you're gold. This gives you really lovely long lashes as well, because it is like coating them, so it will volumize them as well as kind of lengthen them. I'm going to put some on the bottom lashes, mainly focusing on the outer half. And that one wee tube would definitely do you for, you know, for the whole weekend. These were a sample, so if you can get your hands on them, you could try blinkink.com and see if it's there. Otherwise, just get any small mascara that you have, nothing too big or bulky. So that's my quick kind of go-to festival look. This is the kind of look that I always tend to do myself, because I know I can do it quickly and I know that it's still bright and punchy and it, you know, it looks nice and fresh. And then one last tip for you guys, as your eyes start to get a bit blurry on day 2 or 3, particularly with bloodshot eye, if you pop a blue eyeliner in on the waterline, it'll really brighten up the eyes. I'm not going to do it now for this look, but it's definitely something you could consider if you do suffer from bloodshot eyes, or if you want something a little bit more brightening or whatever for the eyes. So I hope you like this, guys. There will be a full list of products on my blog as usual, and I'll chat to you all really soon. Slán!